I will say most. Oh, never mind. Never mind. So I was gonna say, I'll just say it anyway. Most people, when they log into the Skype thing, say with guest user, which is GU, but you're NA, and I was like, oh, it must be like a different, like, it's like an NA, but you actually changed your name, and it just defaulted to NA, I guess.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that. That's. This is the Experience Podcast with me and someone else.
Oh, I didn't realize you started recording. But yeah, this is Nathaniel.
Nathaniel's back. It's his usual. Every 4 or 5 months he comes on and talks about how busy he was previously, but how things are opening up only for him to get busy again. So, am I wrong? Tell me I'm wrong.
Right. I am going to have like a month of it. Class is starting a month.
All right. Well.
Yeah.
Like I said, sort of the same thing.
Vacation time. No, you're right. You nailed it. Because I do always be saying I'll have more time later. Which was a lie.
Yeah, so you were last on in April. So a lot has changed since then.
Oh, that's not that bad.
Yeah, it isn't that bad, actually.
Yeah. So, okay. Very quick recap of what happened there. So, since we last talked, I would have finished classes for the quarter, taken finals, a fun little bit of drama at the end of finals. It's Thursday. I've been studying for my constitutional law final the next day, which is 8 hours long, mind you. And I get back to my apartment at around 8 p.m., and there is a tree branch through my back windshield of my car. Which wouldn't be the end of the world if I didn't have to drive back to Atlanta on Saturday to make get to Florida in time for my summer job. So yeah, good exercise of compartmentalization, because I just couldn't even worry about it because I had my final to take. And then on Saturday, I got that appointment and got the glass replaced as early as I could. And I think I ended up getting into Atlanta at around like 2 a.m. because it's like a 12-hour drive, 11 and a half with a stop. So that wasn't fun. Chicago hates me, but it's okay. I'm going back. And then for 8 weeks, I worked at a courthouse. That was a great experience. The judge and the clerks were amazing people. And then for the past 3 weeks, I've basically been interviewing nonstop. The first week, I had 20 screener interviews throughout the week. And then after that, I had a callback interview almost every single day, which is more extensive and pretty much takes up the whole day. Theoretically, you could do 2 callbacks in one day, but that's only if they're both virtual and is very much not advised. Some of them, like I had one that went from like 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. plus. So yeah, it's pretty much the whole day. But I've been doing that almost every single day for the past 2 weeks. And then I had one more yesterday, and I am only now done with all of those. And I still have to hear back from a few places. And this is to decide where I work next summer. Okay, that's everything.
So what did you do this summer then? Because you mentioned you had a summer job, right?
Yeah. I was working in our courthouse.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so this theoretically would be something similar, I guess, for next summer.
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Next summer is going to be a firm job.
Okay.
Yep. I'm kind of just following suit with what everyone does at UChicago. And I think most schools, I don't know how it works everywhere, but most 1Ls do like a public service, public interest, general sphere thing their first summer, and then the next summer people do big loss stuff or just firm in general stuff, because usually how it works is like the summer offers, the goal is to turn those into full-time offers. So even though like this seems far in advance, even for like a position next summer, it's even farther in advance, because in some sense this is, trying to line up like my job after I graduate if I go into a firm. So it's crazy how fast everything moves.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I feel like that's
Well, I mean, I wouldn't want to have done this process like while classes were going on. I would have died. So I guess that's part of the reason why also. But it's still weird.
okay.
Yeah,
Well,
and that's the summary. Not much
that's
just been doing
the summary. I'm surprised you. Well, I guess because you wanted your car, that's why you drove all the way to Atlanta.
Yeah. How have you been?
My computer is really working right now.
Is it overheating? Is that making a ringing sound?
No, can you not hear the fan going?
I do not hear a fan.
Perfect. Because it has 2 tabs open right now, and it's really struggling.
Your computer can't handle 2 tabs?
Well, it's an old computer. I probably need a new one at this point, but I really haven't found. Well, I'm lazy in that aspect of getting a new one, and I really haven't found one that blows me away. Like this one still works. Obviously, it's hard for it to have 2 tabs open right now.
Are you talking about a laptop or a computer?
Yeah, it's a laptop. It's a laptop. Okay. A computer would also, I guess, could be an option.
Dude, if you
that's more.
Have you built a computer before?
No, I can't do that. I don't have skills. Whoa, we gotta.
Dude, it is the easiest thing in the world. It's like putting like a Lego set together, except there's like, I don't know, 8 parts. The only thing that you got to check when you're buying the stuff is to make sure that everything's compatible. So like to make sure that like everything's going to fit in the case, and that the like CPU and the motherboard like know how to talk to each other. But there's a website called PC Part Picker that if you put stuff in, like if you're saying like this is what I want to build my computer with, it'll tell you if everything works.
Yeah, maybe because I also struggle with what I need.
I'll say this. So like when I built my first computer, it was because I was like gaming a lot more than I do now. And when I built my second computer, which is the one I'm using still, like I was like, I just want to step it up. So I made it even better. And that though was like inversely correlated to how much I use it for gaming. So like I just have a computer with like a lot more firepower than it needs, and I don't care. It's awesome. I'm so glad that I have it still, because like it's struggling no matter how many tabs I have open or whatever I'm doing. Not even a thought that would ever cross my mind anymore. It's just like we're way past that. It's nice to live in that universe for probably another, I don't know, 5 years until everything becomes outdated and technology goes crazy. But, at least until then,
Oh yeah, I mean this laptop it's got to be at least 8 years old, probably 9 years old. So I kind of surprised it's lasted this long because there's been moments where I thought that was it.
Just get a new one. Don't you have money? I know you have money.
No, like I said, it's a laziness, and it's like what do I need? It's also what do I need? What how much do I need?
Okay, I feel you, but
And what
at
am
the
I
same
going to do
time,
with it?
but that's why I just told the story where it's just like, sometimes it's just nice to have. You can like try to fixate on finding the sweet spot, but just go with something reasonable that's a little over, and you have good quality of life. And I don't know if it's another like $300 or something. If you're sweating that, I don't think you are. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
It might still
and
be
Black. I was.
if you analyze what you think you need now, what you don't realize is that if you had something much nicer, you might do more things and use it in ways that you didn't anticipate because it's capable of that. See what I'm saying?
No, yeah, no, I understand that. I'm kind of waiting for the Black Friday deals
Fair
to
enough.
start trickling in because at this point, we're recording this in late August. I feel like I can wait a couple more months. Because even like beginning of November, you can get some good deals. So I might as well see what's available by for the rest of the year.
I'll make a deal with you. If you wait for that kind of deal so that you'll feel better about it, you got to go not overboard. That's not the right word, but you got to pump it up. You got to do a little bit more than you think you need. And it'll be good because you waited for the deal. So you're paying as much as you would have, but you're getting something nicer. Deal?
Sorry, say that one more time. I got distracted by something.
If you wait until November when the good deals are around, wait that long if you take my advice of getting something a little nicer than you think you need.
What do you mean? Wait. I don't understand what you're saying. Okay, the first time I didn't hear it. Now I don't understand what you're saying.
Okay.
So,
I'm imagining this. There's two options. You say, my computer can't have two tabs open, which means it's practically unusable.
That's not true. It has two tabs open. It can run two tabs. I'm exaggerating. It definitely struggles, but it's very usable. Okay. Plus, I have two. I technically have two computers because I also have my Chromebook. So
that is hard. Yeah, that's not a computer.
I mean, it's a computer, but I mean, it fulfills everything that I do. That's the thing. I don't really do much.
Why not? But okay, this is a chicken or the egg thing, right? Would you?
Yeah. No, obviously.
Okay, wait. I'm gonna bring this back around, but I thought this was gonna come up anyway, so I'll do it now. Did you play Pokemon much?
No.
What?
Not really. No, never got into it.
All right, never mind. Well, anyway.
Did that ruin the whole thing?
Well, I just thought we were going to be able to, chit chat about it a little more, but I did as a kid growing up, and I, started, doing a Nuzlocke with a buddy, and we were having a great time, and, that's just an example of a thing where it's I don't even have to think, can my computer run a VBA emulator or anything like that? I don't even know how difficult it might be for a computer to do that. I don't give a shit. I probably isn't super hard. But the point is, all of a sudden that's just easily in the wheelhouse because of, the computer that I have instead of having to think about it. And so that was just a fun thing that I wanted to do. And again, I might not have done it if I had a worse computer. So anyway.
Yeah.
Pokemon. That's crazy, man.
I never really.
Did you play it ever?
No. I have
Never even
very
played it.
little exposure to Pokemon.
Do you have any
I'm sure
idea?
it's
Like, do you
great.
know how it works?
I have a baseline understanding,
A feel for the
but
game? Okay.
not really though. But I get the gist of it. At this point, I feel like it's too late, obviously. But
I
yeah,
wonder.
I'm trying to. Well, maybe it's not. I don't know.
It's not like incredibly like difficult per se. The term I used before, like Nuzlocke, basically is like an added set of rules to make the game like actually a little difficult. So you get like the nostalgia factor of like, oh, I played this when I was like 9, a bunch, and that was fun,
I would not
and I
get
want to
that
relive
factor.
that. But it's also like not just like roaming around doing whatever. Like who cares? Like one example is like if the big one, the big rule is like if a Pokemon faints, you don't get to like heal it up. Like if it faints, you treat it like it died. So if a Pokemon ever dies throughout the whole run, then like it's just done with. So that's a little more interesting.
Hmm.
But anyway,
I don't know. I never. I don't know why I never got into it. I guess it just wasn't a big thing at my elementary school.
well, what was
So
then? You seem like
I
a
don't know.
Beyblade guy.
No, I mean I'm sure there were fads and such, but I also moved quite a bit, and that probably didn't help.
Mm, yeah.
Although not really. I mean, it kind of yeah. Well, uh,
What did you have like handheld gaming devices? Like, did you have a Game Boy?
yeah. No, we went through all that
What'd you
stuff.
play?
Not much though. We did. I never really used it that much. Like even my brother didn't really get into the gaming until much later. Like until he was in like high school.
Hmm, that's interesting.
Uh, was when he really got into it, and then by then I was already in college, and maybe like late middle school for him. But like but I'm a few years older than he is, so by then I was in late high school, early college, and by then it was like it's too late. Like I have an Xbox now. That sounded like a device, but I have I mean I have an Xbox right now. Um, Xbox
Like an
now.
Xbox One?
Huh?
Like an Xbox One?
It's a Series S
Okay.
because the X is not easy to get. It still is like not easy to get. I think it's better now, but at the time it wasn't that easy. And here we go again. This one was on sale for like $50 off the S. So I was like, oh yeah,
Nice.
I might as well just get the S. Like it's fine. It obviously doesn't run at the same rate as like the X or a good computer, but like it gets the job done. But I don't really use it that much.
Yeah.
So
I have a
like I
question.
play a couple of games with Owen, and that's really it. That's really
Mhm.
the reason I have it. It's just to play with him, and we don't really we play occasionally, but
Oh well, wait. Do you play like the co-op games, like with the
yeah, we played
that
like
one game called
a few. Huh?
Two of Us, or like It Takes Two? That right?
We did download that, but that game is
Nice.
huge. Okay,
It's
so
hard
I forget.
too.
No, it's huge, like the file
Oh.
size. Because I have there are a lot of problems that I discovered. Well, I guess I knew going into this was this you only get 500 gigabytes of storage on the S, which is not a lot because like there's a lot of like It Takes Two, I think was like 80 gigabytes, so that's almost a fifth of your storage space for one game. And then my internet is terrible, so it takes like a day and a half to download that.
That
And then,
sucks.
but we never got into that. But there's been other co-op games that we've tinkered with. Um, but not like I would not call myself a gamer though.
Yeah,
Like
that's fair.
overall, like playing a couple games with someone. Like I don't know.
I mean, I'm not a
Like, I've never been into the first-person shooter games. I find those just kind of
Same.
dull, and I don't understand. Like, yeah.
The only game like that I got into was Zombies. Because that took the aspects out of it, like the weird reaction time and like everyone freaking out about Turtle Beaches because they can like hear footsteps and stuff out of it. It was, yeah, a lot more just kind of like methodical.
I'm just so not violent that it really just does not.
Yeah, that's a good point too. That's honestly
like people are always like, "Don't you want to take out your rage by shooting up something?" I'm like, no, that's not.
Yeah.
No, I don't. So, that. I mean, So
I didn't play a game with a gun in it until junior year of high school.
Well, you don't believe in guns. The idea of guns. So.
I think they don't exist.
Yeah, you think they don't exist.
Weird. Yeah. I think that gaming might be like the answer to like save the youth. This current generation, Generation Alpha, they're done. It's over. They're screwed. But like,
wow.
If you need something to like draw your attention, at least like with a game, you're kind of like, getting the gears moving and like thinking about stuff. And maybe it's got like some puzzles, but they don't have to be overtly like, hey, this is a puzzle, but just kind of like embedded into, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, like a strategy based game. You could,
or anything like that, that might.
You're using your mind in certain ways, sure.
Like just scrolling has got to just melt your brain. And
that's another thing. So
I experienced that. I will just scroll and I can feel my brain melting, and I'm like, damn.
I'm also, like I said, I don't really game. I don't have, as you probably know, I don't have any social media really. So I don't do the scrolling thing because I also don't understand that. Like, what are you getting out of it? Other than losing like 3 hours of your life by scrolling through a feed. Like, does it make you happy? Is it like this sort of like you get into like a social media coma?
I mean, I intentionally, I have a Twitter, like a fake Twitter, like a Finsta, except Twitter. I think I've explained this before, so now I'm annoying.
Not on the show, but
I think so.
Maybe on the show. Maybe on the show.
I think something relevant to this come up. But anyway, so I have that and Facebook, and that's it. And Facebook is just honestly to like, you know what? I don't know why anymore. But like the feed on Facebook is just the worst thing ever. So I never go on there. Delete it from my phone. And who's going to log into Facebook on a browser? That's psychopathic. Oh, but Messenger also. And I know you can keep Messenger without having, but whatever. It's not worth the hassle. But I follow exactly 21 accounts on Twitter, and I always try to, or not try to, I click on there's an option to like only see posts from the people you follow instead of like the people you follow and then like suggestions based on like what's popular and based on that and all that stuff. And that does a pretty reasonable job of like, I get to like the end, quote unquote, like what I've seen before pretty quickly. And I do want to see what the accounts that I follow say and things like that. So that's reasonable. The problem is when it's stuff that you didn't like intentionally seek out, like getting into your face. That's when it gets bad.
Yeah, no, I understand if you have a tight-knit group of individuals or whatever that you want to follow that provide you information that you regularly seek. That makes sense. Right? I get that.
But you could
it's sort of like following your favorite podcaster, right? Like everyone does.
That's true. Well, I mean, I think like 3 of the 21 accounts are people from the same podcast. So
let's see, me, Mary.
You don't even know who the third one would be? I do.
We don't want to. There's no one else comes to the show.
It'd be Nadia. Duh.
It would be Nadia. Yeah, no, but I don't. Yeah, like you said, just like trying to scroll through whatever the algorithm thinks that you want, or probably knows that you want, I guess. Like, I don't know. And now we have a whole app for that. It's just called TikTok.
Yeah.
You just. I also.
Well, this turned into like a super boomer thing. And it was going to go, well, actually, I guess talking about Pokemon is pretty boomer too. But maybe not. It just came out with like Generation 9. So I guess it's still popular enough.
Yeah, but I mean, you're getting old now. You know?
I mean, let's be clear. I haven't played any of the new games since, oh God, I don't even know.
Last year.
2013? Like 10 years ago?
Okay.
Yep. But the point is, like, it's still a thing. Anyway, I was going to have you rate my team, but you don't know what any of that means. So
I don't know what any of that means. I would have no idea.
And also, one of them just died in a fight. I was trying to be big brain strategy, and then it just died. And I was like, well, that was dumb. But that's hard because it was, yeah, with me the whole time. And now it's just got to be dead. Sad. Okay, so, well, what? You should get a nice computer and you should try some stuff out. What do you like?
What do I like?
Yeah. We've done this before, but we're gonna do it again.
Yeah, we've done this before. There's no need to read. That would be a retread. You know, it's
yeah.
No one needs that.
All right.
What I don't know.
Oh, okay. I have 5th pick in the draft. Who should I
doing
draft?
this again?
There we go.
We're
back.
Yeah. Hold on. What are we doing then?
Oh, my fantasy draft is in like 2 weeks.
No, I know, but did you have a game? Like, I don't know what we did last year with that.
A game?
Like guess who I'm gonna pick or whatever. I forget what we did.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'm in the 5th spot, so. Let me pull something up. Okay, NFL 2023 draft rankings.
Yeah, for our listeners, we're talking about fantasy football.
Okay, so it's the first 5 picks, allegedly, are Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Christian McCaffrey, Cooper Kupp, and Tyreek Hill. But then after that is Travis Kelce, Austin Eckler, Stephon Diggs, CeeDee Lamb, Amon-Ra St. Brown. I don't know if I want to take Hill at 5. I think if any of the first 4 fall, I'll probably take him. But I always feel weird when people draft him this early. But, like, what do you think about Kelce at 5? He just has such a huge positional advantage over every other tight end.
Yeah, I think that would be fine. I don't think you're going to lose your league if you take Kelce at 5.
My next pick, though, is 16. And then all of a sudden you're looking at...
So now you got to hope you can get, like...
Bijan Robinson, Nick Chubb, Jalen Waddle, Chris Olave, Derrick Henry. I mean, I could take a running back there. I feel better about those running backs than those wide receivers being my wide receiver 1. But then I guess it's never actually getting better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, then what are you going to roll with, like T. Higgins? DK Metcalf? I'm looking down here. Calvin Ridley?
35. Oh, God.
Then you got to hope you can get...
That's why it always feels bad taking Kelsey. I've never...
Yeah, I mean, you know what you're doing.
But, well, I mean, I don't know if I should do that. I mean, okay, honestly, I've won the league the last 2 years, so it's fine. But I'll be honest, ever since Antonio Brown, lost his brain, at the beginning of that. Well,
Allegedly.
Dude, he's arrested now or something. But anyway, it's been tough because my whole draft strategy was just okay, take Antonio Brown in the first round. It doesn't matter if you're whatever. Always take him in the first round. And then just build a solid team. Just take best player available after that. And it was the golden formula. It worked so well. And honestly, ever since then, I've just been guessing. I don't really know I don't know.
I mean, how do you feel about TJ Hawkinson? That's
I love him, actually. He's who I had last year.
Kyle Pitts.
No.
I'm just picking random,
He doesn't get enough targets is the problem. He's good, but they don't.
Okay, I mean, these are just generic, Dallas Goedert. These are just the tight ends that you could get later. If you feel.
Yeah. Honestly, I wonder how Waller's going to do catching balls from Danny Dimes.
I don't think it's going to. I would not go near that.
I wouldn't want a tight end past Evan Ingram. That's the line. After that, it gets super sketchy.
Let's see. Okay, yeah. Well,
I wonder if Kincaid's going to be good.
I would not count on that this year.
Yeah. But he's also going to eat into Dawson Knox, which sucks.
Yeah, I don't think I would not go near Dalton. I mean, unless it's the end of the draft. Or better yet, after the draft, actually.
Well, he's okay. Another thing is he's kind of, isn't he really a Tino?
A what?
Oh, I see you're not deep into it.
A
tight end in name only.
I don't know slang. I don't know about that. I don't think they're going to play him out wide. If they wanted a wide receiver, they would have drafted a wide receiver.
Well, but I mean, that's the whole point. He also kind of is. Isn't he 6'3" and not Devonta Smith, obviously, but lean enough to be agile and stuff?
I don't know. I don't know so much about Dalton Kincaid.
Why not? You don't keep up with the Bills' first-round draft picks? Excuse you?
It says he's 240, okay? I don't know.
Yeah, okay, he's 6'4", 240. I mean, for being 6'4". And I mean,
big.
These guys are all ripped.
I don't know. I would not go near Dalton Kincaid this year. Maybe next year. I mean, it's just because rookie tight ends. It's just not a good idea.
It's true. Ingram really popped off at the end of last year, but he always has random games where he's just unbelievable, and then we remember that because of whatever bias, and then he sucks, but he doesn't suck. It's just exactly what we signed up for and didn't realize it.
Anyway, yeah, if you want Travis Kelce, I think that's fine. But I think you can get. I have never drafted a tight end early.
Same. That's why I'm scared.
I think a lot of it's just it doesn't work out that way, but also I feel like I'm okay getting away with, I'm trying to pick a random one here. Where was it? Dallas Goedert.
I think another thing that's tough is I don't have like a couple later round picks where I'm like, this is my guy. Like, what was it? 2 years ago? Stephon Diggs' first year in Buffalo? Is that 2 or 3 years ago?
3 years ago.
Crazy. Anyway, that season, I reached like 2 rounds to get him. Because I was like, this is going to be good. And then he ended up being like a top 5 wide receiver that year. And I got him in like the 6th round or something.
In this year, you're not in on someone like that.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like I would feel more comfortable taking Travis Kelce if I felt like I was going to hit on someone like that again this year. Because then that would round up my, I wouldn't be like, oh, round 3, who's going to be my wide receiver 1? And it's like, Chris.
You're not a Darius Slayton guy.
No. I don't think. The Giants' offense really ran through Saquon last year, in my opinion. I think Danny Dimes played well in terms of like doing what he had to do, but he is not like the guy. I will say actually, Chicago's offense could be something. I don't know if that's too hype beast, but
let me see. Let me find.
They have Fields, DJ Moore, Claypool.
Big Cole Kmet guy.
Cole Kmet, that's right.
DJ Moore, yeah, DJ Moore. I don't know. Okay, well, I think we covered that pretty extensively by not coming to a conclusion.
All right. Fair enough.
It's tough on I'm looking at the running backs, and they're all just terrible.
I mean, I could take Eckler at 5.
It's not a good running back here, because even, like, Barkley.
What does that mean?
Yeah, okay, so, like, you look at the running backs, okay, and I guess in order. Christian McCaffrey, I mean, how many games is he going to play? Austin Eckler.
12.
Okay, yeah, 12. Austin Eckler, is that worth the 3rd pick? Maybe. I don't know.
I should be able to get him at 5.
Yeah, maybe it's worth
He's just a touchdown machine. I don't know if they're going to change their offense, though.
That's the other thing. I have no idea what San Francisco, I don't even know who's going to play quarterback. Austin Eckler, I mean, I don't think he's going to get hurt, but, like, he's 30, isn't he?
Yeah, he is getting up there. But, again, he just finds the end zone so well. But I do think they're going to, like, do a little more running back by committee deal with him.
That's the other thing. Yeah, I mean, he's never been a huge volume guy. Like you said, he scores touchdowns and he gets catches. So
I know that's traditionally viewed as like unsustainable, but like he's just been like a touchdown machine for like 3 seasons in a row. So
2.
I think
2 seasons in a row.
Oh, okay. Still,
but he doesn't miss time. He doesn't miss time. I don't know. He doesn't miss time, and he gets plenty of catches and things like that. So like, yeah. He's consistent. He's been consistent the last 2 years. But yeah, again, I mean, so I guess he's like a younger. He's only 28. I don't know why I said 30. I'm sorry, Austin. I made you sound super old, but 28 is old for a running back. Okay, like, but yeah, he doesn't have as many miles because he hasn't really received. Like he's only gone over 200 carries twice, and that was only the last 2 years. So it's not like he's not Derrick Henry here. But then you got Saquon Barkley. How many games is he going to play?
13.
Maybe. He could play 2, and I don't think anyone would be surprised.
He got injured once.
Saquon Barkley?
Yeah.
No, he's been injured a couple times.
Was he injured last year? I had him on my team.
Last year was like the 1 year he didn't get hurt.
Perfect. And he had a great year. What can I say?
He played 16 games his rookie year, right? He was great.
Yeah.
Then he missed a few games his next year. He played 13. Then he missed pretty much all of 2020. He only played 2. Then he missed time in 2021. He played 13. And he wasn't good in 2021 too, because he kind of came back probably too early and he was still hurt and all that. So he's been hurt 3 of the last 4 years. And he's been good 2 of the 5. I'll give him 3 of the 5. He was okay. He was fine in his second year. But like he had 2 years where he was not worth a first round pick, which is what he's kind of going for. 11.
Yeah.
I mean, he kind of took a pay cut of the franchise tag this year. I mean, that's a whole other conversation. But like, he signed whatever. So yeah, that's the next running. The next running back is Tony Pollard, who's never been a lead back.
That's crazy to me. He should not be 4.
And we don't know what McCarthy's going to do with the offense. Maybe he won't even be the lead back. We have no idea.
I mean, he'll be the lead back, but.
Speaking of lead back, Bijan Robinson is the next running back. He should be great.
I mean, I think he's going to be electric and all that, but I mean, don't they still have Cordarrelle and Algier?
Yeah, but I mean,
that's too many cooks.
I don't think so. I think they drafted him number, I don't remember, 8 overall, 7.
Oh no.
They have to like. I have 4 tabs open. 8. Yeah, number 8.
Too many.
Yeah, they have number 8. Yeah, they're going to play him. They have to because they have to basically. The problem with drafting a running back high is you kind of have to prove your pick was good, so they'll have to like give him a lot of carries. And I think that's how Arthur Smith's going to run the team. Anyway, he should be fine.
Algier is he's only second year.
Yeah, but I mean, isn't this like a James Robinson, Travis Etienne thing?
And then Cordarrelle Patterson is just old and doesn't get any touches anymore?
He is pretty old. He's another guy, okay? I don't mean to be ageist on this episode, but Cordarrelle Patterson
I agree.
32.
But...
He's 32. He's actually very old for running back, but he's also had like a weird career where he didn't start as running back, and then he's kind of gone around a bunch of teams and doesn't really. He's kind of hasn't really been like a lead-ish back until he got to Atlanta at age 30, which is kind of wild.
Scored a lot of touchdowns.
he did. He scored 8 touchdowns last year.
That's what you want to do.
Sure. Okay, but then okay, fine. If you don't like Bijan Robinson, your case is that they have a lot of people there, which is like I said, all these guys have like a lot of problems. And that's the 5th running back off the board.
Well, yeah, but what I don't understand is afterwards, like, I don't get it as much. Like, why is Chubb below them?
I think people are just afraid of the Cleveland offense.
Okay. And then Henry is getting old?
Henry is old and could get hurt.
Okay, Josh Jacobs has the contract, the holdout thing.
Yeah, but Josh Jacobs, it's like is he good?
Yes.
He only got good last year.
No.
Okay, well, okay. Oh, so hold on. Okay. By good, I mean like NFL good. I don't mean like good for fantasy.
No, I think he was like very serviceable. Like he was like fine, a great RB2 for a long time. And then last year, he did step up. So
that's what I mean.
I'm saying he's like on that fringe, but also like last year was the first year where it was kind of just him. He always had someone else in that backfield with him.
Not really.
Yeah.
Um, okay, last year was 2022, so 2021. Let's see. Who were the other running backs on the team in 2021? Now, he got hurt. Well, I think he got hurt, yeah, because he only started 14 games. But who were the other backs on the 2021 Las Vegas Raiders? I don't think most people could name them because there was no one else there.
Maybe I was thinking, like
I'll give you that was
Who
last
was
year.
there
But
with him? It's on the tip
okay,
of my
so
tongue.
would you like to know? So this is the year that the first year of the Kenyon Drake contract, which was a terrible deal.
Yes.
Oh no. This is the second. Hold on. That might have been the second year of the Kenyon Drake deal. Sorry, that was the second year. No. 2021 was the first year of the. Yep, but Drake didn't really play because he got hurt. Like he played a little bit, but not really. He had 63 carries in 2021. He played in 12 games and then he got hurt by the end of the year. So he isn't really a factor. Your other running backs are Peyton Barber. He got 55 carries. He played in 10 games. He averaged 3.9 yards per carry. And then Jalen Richard was the other one. And he's really more of like a third down back because they didn't love playing Josh Jacobs on third down a lot. But also,
that's fair.
Jalen Richard got 9 carries that year and 12 catches. So they had no one else in 2021 is what I'm getting at.
But, when Josh Jacobs started his career, there was someone else in that backfield with him.
Okay, sorry. In 2019, when they were still in Oakland.
Yeah.
They had, who do you want to say is a real player? Could you name the other running backs?
I mean, no, I just don't remember.
Okay, in 2019, they signed, so this is 2019, yeah, they signed Isaiah Crowell. I never know how to say his name.
Crowell, yeah.
Isaiah Crowell, they signed him to a 1-year deal. But he suffered an Achilles injury in like April, so he never actually played.
Damn.
And then his career was over after that, so he was not a factor. The other running backs were Jalen Richard, again, not really a factor. Rod Smith, who, if you remember, was on the Cowboys for a while.
Yeah.
Never played a snap for the Raiders. And then
Why you mentioned all these
DeAndre
random
Washington.
people who didn't play?
Because these are the other players of the team. You keep saying there are other players. And then DeAndre Washington, who did get 100 carries. So I'll give you that. He's the only player that I can find in the last several years for the Raiders that got a decent workload. But even then, 100 carries for a backup running back is not that much. And Jacobs had a good year his first year, actually. He got 240 carries for 1,100 yards and 7 touchdowns. But he's never caught the ball. He's never been a big factor in the receiving game because, like I said earlier, they've had Jalen Richard around as their third down back.
Right. I guess, that whole committee is just what I was thinking of.
Okay, yeah, they had a bunch of guys that no one's ever heard of. So I'll give you that.
I thought they had Latavius Murray type.
Okay, in 2020, they had Devontae Booker, but he only got 93 carries. So, I mean, I don't. And they also had Theo Riddick, who got. Nope, never mind. He got 6 carries. So the first couple years he was there, they had a couple guys pick up about 100 carries each, which is not insignificant. That's a decent amount. So. You're not completely wrong there, but I would not say that Josh Jacobs has been held back by volume, at least by competitive volume, right? Maybe he's being held back because he's not good enough to carry the volume. But anyway, getting back to the main point, Josh Jacobs.
Weird, they do the running back by committee so that injury odds go down, you play well or better with the snaps that you have. I don't know. But I mean, last year he popped off, so there's that.
Yeah, last year was the first year he really was great, and that's why he didn't. There's a reason. Didn't he get his? He didn't even get his 50 option picked up, so the team didn't believe in him.
That's so bad.
Anyway, that's the 8th running back off the board. Is kind of what where we're kind of.
Why is Joe Mixon so low?
Maybe people don't believe in him as a human being. I don't know.
Like they're holding the aggravated assault charges that were dropped against him. Also, I know he's done awful things in the past that he was convicted of, so I'm not like vouching for the guy's character, but
that could be a factor. I think it's more last year he wasn't very good, and since his second year in the league, he hasn't been very good. Again, as like an NFL running back in fantasy, he's
wasn't it 2 years ago he was good?
I mean, he got a lot of volume.
I remember I believed in him and like drafted him every year, and then the first year I didn't draft him. I remember because like my really good friend did, and then he had like a great year, and I was just like waiting for that year.
In 2020, when he picked up 1,200 yards and 13 touchdowns, he had never been above 8 before then, but that was mostly because of volume. Like he got 292 carries.
Wow.
But he still has only averaged 4.1 yards per carry, like the last 4 years. So he's not exactly, and he's also like another guy, the problem, like, you know, this is, I mean, it could be a whole other conversation, but like running backs in the NFL, once you hit 27-ish, like you're old.
Yeah.
You don't get better after you hit, I mean, Derrick Henry, even then, he's
no, not even then. He did nothing his first, 3 years in Tennessee.
He had a weird career.
Dion Lewis was getting all the touches.
That is an actual team where they had other competition to get more carries. You're right on that one. No, but I meant 2 years ago when Henry got hurt and then wasn't good when he came back. This is what I was getting at.
Yeah.
And also Henry hasn't been as good as he was a few years ago. Just on a per carry basis is what I'm getting at.
If Jonathan Taylor goes to a good team, he could be good. But I think he's going to have a repeat of last year. Actually, you know what? Maybe he just only ever had 1 year. 2 years ago. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
Happens all the time.
The point is running back has a weird position, I guess. So.
Yeah, I'm kind of down on Aaron Jones without Rodgers now. I don't know if Love is the guy.
No one knows what's going to happen with Green Bay there. I think Najee Harris, Travis Etienne, those could be kind of safe.
Okay, well, see, I don't know what's up with Pittsburgh. I want to say this. Okay, do you remember the year where Todd Gurley was awful? And he would basically just run into his offensive line and then fall down for 2 yards every single carry?
I mean, he had a number of years like that. You got to be more specific.
Well, it got really bad, and he showed almost no flashes. The year before,
the last Jeff Fisher
exploded.
The last Jeff Fisher year.
Yeah, right before McVay. Yeah, and that was obviously the turning point. But then he just turned into this beast, and for a season and a half, he was almost like LT level.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's been enough changes to support this, and I also don't know if Pickett can support something like that, but I kind of have a feeling that there's a chance Najee Harris eventually does the same thing. He needs more support around him and probably a change in offensive scheme, but that's a good example of a guy where you watch the tape last year and he just ran into the line and because there was nowhere to go, so he fell down for 2 or 3 yards every single carry and there wasn't much else going on, and I don't think that was his fault at all. I think he's really good, and any fantasy output issues are not because of his skill, but because of his situation. So if something just changes with that situation, he can go into that upper echelon. But I guess it's just hard to predict exactly what that's going to be.
Sure, but he doesn't have to be good. He doesn't have to be great. He just has to be good because he's going to get all the volume. That's a volume play, right?
Yeah, and I guess that's why.
Are you worried about Anthony McFarland?
But I think when you when you're a volume play like that, I think, just the note is like there's good upside when you're talented as he is, because then there's actually like, a ceiling to be hit instead of just like, oh, this guy sucks, but he gets a bunch of volume, so who cares? It's like, no, this guy's good. He gets a bunch of volume.
Well, that was Derrick Henry last year. I mean,
was he really that bad last year? I don't know.
He wasn't good.
I will vouch for the running back steal of the draft, late round guy. Whatever. No one I draft was going to listen to this, but I'm so high on him, especially this year. James Conner, dude.
That's another old guy.
I mean, yeah, he hasn't played too much, and he's going to hit green zone touches and just score touchdowns, and it's going to be sick.
What about Leonard Fournette? Could sign somewhere.
No. Save me. Oh, was there? Oh, yeah. Oh. Who was the Syracuse running back that got drafted by Tampa Bay? Sean?
Oh, that sounds right. That's Sean Tucker?
Tucker, that's right. Have you seen his tweets? I know we discussed you're not a social media guy, but do you know what I'm talking about?
No, what is he doing?
Oh.
Do I need to get off company Wi-Fi to do this?
No, I'll look it up for you. And also, no, it's not bad. It's actually kind of sad because
he's from Owings Mills, Maryland. That's right near where I grew up.
Okay. Just an example from more recent. Perfect grammar and punctuation. This whole time, just to clarify. This weekend, I had my first preseason game. It felt great to get back on the football field. I had some good runs, and you already know I'm just getting started. And then it's a picture of him.
Are you saying it's like a ChatGPT account?
Not even that. Like it has no okay, wait. Let me find one from. Okay. November 6th, 2022. Saturday we lost. Syracuse 9, Pitt 19. I'm not pleased with the outcome of the game. Another bad day. I'm not pleased with my performance. The offense struggled and never got started. I'm back on the grind this week. I rushed for 19 yards, a reception for 3 yards. He tweeted that. Okay, so I got to do one more just to prove it to you. The week before that. Saturday, we lost. Syracuse 24, Notre Dame 41. I'm not pleased with the outcome of the game. It just wasn't our day. I'm not pleased with my performance, so I'm grinding harder this week on and off the field. I rushed for 60 yards and a touchdown, 4 receptions for 32 yards.
That. Okay, yeah, I do have questions. Okay, I'll give you that. I don't know.
I mean, it's just fun. Like, I don't.
It's like, who is he talking to?
The exact same formula. He's talking to his followers.
Like, who is this for? Who's the audience for these tweets?
He has 21.1K followers. So
I know, I understand he has people that follow him, but who is looking for this specific style of information?
I don't know if he. Yeah, I think he's just doing what he thinks he should do.
Like are people, like are Syracuse fans, and I'm in the Syracuse area too, so I understand the people here, but like are they saying like, oh man, we lost, I wonder how Sean Tucker feels about the game. I wonder if he's disappointed in the loss. Oh.
Well, I would like to clarify. There are no other words that he uses to describe his emotions other than pleased, even outside the context of the game. So here's an example from December 9th, 2022. I'm pleased to have received my 3rd Outstanding Back Award this week. I won't read the rest, but I'm pleased. is how the next tweet starts. I'm pleased. I'm pleased. He has no other emotions. He's either pleased or not pleased.
It's almost like maybe his dad runs his account, but like his dad doesn't know how social media works, you know?
I think it's him.
I mean, we have no idea, right? Maybe he's different in person. It could just be like a Twitter thing, or it could also be like a joke.
Anyway, I asked because I think Tampa Bay backfields might be a little saucy. I liked Rachaad White as a pickup last year, and you mentioned Fournette, but it's him. They drafted Tucker, who's on nobody's radar, but he played decent at Syracuse. He's part of the reason they started like 6-0 or whatever.
Yeah. It's also a team. Like, I'm afraid I wouldn't go near that team. They are going to run the ball.
Not a Baker guy. Wow.
They are going to run the football though.
Oh, they have Chase Edmonds too.
Yeah, they have a lot of people. They have Rachaad White, Keyshawn Vaughn.
Too many people.
There's some Patrick Laird fans out there. There probably is. It's got to be Patrick Laird fans.
If I get yammed early on, like, okay, if I say like draft Kelsey and then it just ends up like being like wide receivers after that, I'm probably going to draft both Harris and Cook so that if either one gets injured, then I have a running back.
Dalvin Cook? Yeah.
No, James Cook. Like okay. Both the Buffalo running backs.
I see. I don't know how much Buffalo's going to run.
I would have been super high on Breece Hall if Dalvin didn't sign with the Jets. Now I don't know.
I don't know how much Dalvin will run. Like, there was a reason he was a free agent, right? That late in the offseason. Another old guy.
Yeah, he won a lot of money.
Well, also no one wanted to pay him.
Well, I mean, yeah, but that goes both ways, right? Like, I think I could bring some talent to a team, but I wouldn't play in the NFL unless they paid me $100 million. So, it goes back.
Let me look at his contract. I haven't looked at it in a while. He signed a 1-year deal with a lot. It's $5.8 million guaranteed. I mean,
8.6. Oh my God, it is bad for our boys out here.
No, up to 8.6. He's really he's got to hit a lot of stuff because he's got game day roster bonuses, which I mean not necessarily, and then 53-man active roster bonuses. So those aren't guarantees, and by that I mean like metaphorically guaranteed. I mean like he could get hurt, and then I don't mean like that. Anyway, yeah, like how much better is Dalvin Cook than like Sean Tucker this year?
I mean, dude, Dalvin was good last year.
Yeah, I mean, he
underwhelming for sure. Let's be clear. Last year, my first round pick was Dalvin Cook. So I'm on my team all year, and it was fucking exhausting. I was just like, please pop off. And he had that 1 week where he had like the 86-yard touchdown run or whatever, and that was cool. And aside from that,
no.
He got volume.
Yeah, no,
he put up points, and it was fine. And I wouldn't go so far as to call him a bust. He was serviceable and started on my team.
No, he's still a good fantasy running back. He still has like good speed. Like you said, he still can break big plays. He just can't break tackles anymore.
I see.
That's his issue. His issue is he just can't break tackles. So like he'll get you. Yeah, 1 week he could run for like 120 yards because he'll have like a 67-yard carry. But all the other carries will be like 2 yards because he can't get past the line of scrimmage.
Who is in Los Angeles? Is it still just Cam Akers?
You gotta give me, okay, I was gonna say, which Los Angeles?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Well, okay,
That's another
I know
team
we've talked
I
about
would
this
be
before,
afraid.
but it's still the San Diego Chargers. I know it's not the San Diego Chargers,
That's,
but it's the San Diego Chargers.
it's been like 5 years.
No, I'm aware of that. And in 5 more years, they'll still be the San Diego Chargers.
Hold on. I typed the wrong thing in.
I think it's just him. I think he's ranked super low.
Well, they have other people there. Maybe Jalen Richard? Let's see. They have no one you've ever heard of.
Tyron Williams and Zach Evans.
Yeah.
Oh, and Ronnie Rivers. Oh,
Yeah.
Royce Freeman. No, I mean, okay, let's be clear. Royce Freeman, I started him when he was in Denver. I'm not saying anymore, but I'm just saying.
That was 5 years ago.
Who else was in that backfield? It was him and...
In 2019? Hold on, I'll get it for you. In 2019, which is his second year in the league. A lot of scrolling. Okay. Devontae Booker, speaking of Raiders running backs.
Wait. I thought he was the third guy.
Philip Lindsay.
Philip Lindsay, thank you. Yeah, hometown guy.
Who is now out of the league.
Yeah, but I mean, that was a fun time. No, because dude, they were putting up good numbers for running backs that were going undrafted. Dude, if you can get a running back who puts up 12 to 15 points every week who is undrafted, I mean, that's sick.
Yeah, but I mean, Royce Freeman is probably not going to make
that'll
the Rams
stay in your mind for 5 years to where you don't even remember the people's names anymore. You can't recall them, you can just recognize them, but it'll never go away.
All right, well, maybe this year it'll be Ronnie Rivers.
Maybe. But yeah, it's crazy that Cam Akers is so low when he's the only real running back on the roster. The Rams are just going to be that bad.
Zach Evans in the 6th round. They drafted Zach Evans in the 6th round.
Oh no, 6th round running back. I guess Stafford's old. Do they have any wide receivers? I guess they have no money. They spent it all on their Super Bowl.
They had no money. Yeah.
That's good for them though.
They have Cooper Kupp and a bunch of wide receivers they don't trust. Like Tutu Atwell, Van Jefferson.
No, Van's good.
Ben Skoranek. They don't let these guys play. They don't.
No, dude. Jefferson got a lot of snaps last year. I think
because they had no one else. That doesn't count.
I don't know about that.
Because no one else was there.
Don't know about that. This
is another exercise. Can you name the wide receivers in the Rams last year?
No.
Yeah. So there you go.
Where was Odell last
The
year?
correct answers were Ben Skoranek, Brandon Powell, Austin Trammell, Van Jefferson, and again Tutu Atwell. Sean McVay refuses to let him on the field. He doesn't even get to go to the stadium on campus.
Tyler Higbee.
He's a tight end.
Catching passes. I know.
I was talking about wide receivers, and again, Van Jefferson had to play because there was no one else.
He has some good plays.
I mean, he was the 4th wide receiver on the team going into the year, right?
All right. Let's make a decision. Yeah. Wait, did the rankings change since we started this?
I don't think so.
They did, for me. Now Kupp is 5 and Hill is 4.
Oh,
I take Kupp at 5.
I just refreshed. Yeah, just take Kupp.
I mean, we'll see if he's there.
You can take either.
That's weird. Either. Why did that happen? Crazy. Things move so fast. It's a good thing we're here.
Life moves fast. If you
Breaking news.
There.
How many leagues are you in this year?
I'm not in any leagues.
What? Why?
Yeah. I would tell you, but I'm really having some allergies. Yeah, just didn't get around to.
You're an enigma to me. You're like, I don't really like social media. And I was like, okay, that's fair. And then you're like, I don't really like gaming. I was like, all right. I mean, those are like the two things that like people usually do to occupy themselves, but whatever. Now we fast forward to here. I bring up the segment without even asking because I know that this is something you enjoy and like to talk about and know a lot about. And then I'm like, so are you doing it this year? No, I didn't even ask how you're doing it. I asked how much you're doing it. And then you said, oh, not at all. And that's just baffling to me, man. What's going on?
Well, I don't get invited to leagues because I'm not very sociable. And
You
then,
don't have like long running leagues though? Like, you know?
I held one for baseball. And
True.
We've done football before, but we haven't done it the last few years. Like since COVID, we haven't really done it.
All right. Question. If I throw together, it'd be kind of more like a goofball league with like friends who like kind of want to get into it. Will you join?
Oh yeah, no. I even said yes to a league last year. I forget why I didn't get invited or why I didn't make it. I think I was like the last one out for like a work league.
Lame. For a work league? Oh gosh, you would have cleaned up. Actually, I'm gonna have like a
they
like fantasy sports in the workplace rule for me because I don't want to like upset people.
Well, I think they think I don't know anything. So.
Well, that's only like you're hustling then.
It would be, yeah, I was gonna say, it would be like a hustling situation. Yeah. Like I asked, can I join? I think they thought I was joking. When like I said, I can tell you that Jalen Richard played on the Vegas Raiders in 2019. Stealing carries from John Jacobs.
Don't forget about DeAndre Washington.
DeAndre Washington, sorry. Yeah, I would join a league if you invited me. Okay. I don't think I've ever said no to these leagues. So I'll do it, but it's, you know. Cool. It's what's available. All right, we got to end the show. I mean, this has got to be the longest one we've done in a while.
Yeah, but I mean, that's the Nathaniel special. You know what I mean?
I was gonna say when he only comes on once every 4 months, that's what you're gonna get. Maybe we'll split him to two. Maybe I'll find a way.
Wait, you don't want to talk for 2 hours?
I gotta go. I gotta go.
You're gonna cut me down?
Maybe I'll cut it all out.
We're gonna cut all of it out, except the football part, or only the football part.
Well, because I was thinking like, oh, after the show I'll have time to like, I gotta wash my my pre-filter or my filter. No, like I have like an air filter and it's got like a fabric filter, like pre-filter around it, around the sides. It's getting a little dusty, so I was like, oh, I'll have time to wash that. But now it's like getting kind of late. I'm like, yeah, maybe I'll just do it tomorrow.
Wait, you're in the Eastern time zone, right?
Yeah, but I mean, I get up at like 4 to go to work.
Oh, true. Damn, that is crazy.
Like kind of like by the time I like get ready for bed, it's like, oh, how much time I
Oh my God, you got to go to bed right now. That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
All right,
that's what I'm saying.
That's all you had to do. Remind me that you get it before. Good luck.